Hello guys and welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm going to be showing you this 2022 Hyundai Kona. This one is the SE trim. That means this is the base Kona that you could buy. The price on this one is $24,000. So let me go ahead and show you all the features this one has. Under the hood there's going to be a 2.0 naturally aspirated 4-cylinder engine that's connected to an IVT. It's basically a CVT transmission, very similar to a CVT transmission. This engine produces 147 horses and 132 pound-feet of torque, and the fuel economy numbers on this engine, 28 in the city, 33 highway, and 30 combined. Here is a MSRP sticker of this 2022 Hyundai Kona, and here are the standard features this one has, and the price on this one is almost $24,000. If you guys are curious about the color is called Cyber Silver, and it does look very good on this Hyundai Kona. And by the way, it is a brand new color for 2022 Hyundai Kona. Coming to the front, I prefer the 2021 faced front end. I think after the facelift, Hyundai did mess up with the design here in the front, so I prefer the 21 over this 2022. They did move the Hyundai badge from the grille to up there on the 2022. The daytime running lights are going to be up top. They are LED. The high and low beam are going to be halogen. Even the turn signal indicators are going to be halogen, and they're going to be a side vent on either side, and they're going to be this brushed aluminum trim in the bottom. The grille looks good. It is finished in almost gloss black, and the bottom grille is not all functional, so just only the middle part is going to be functional. And overall I think design looks okay, but definitely the 2021 is much better than this 2022. But let's go ahead and move to the side of this Kona, and I'll go ahead and show you the side view of this SE Kona. Here is a side view of this facelifted Hyundai Kona. It does look the same as the 21, and the only difference is basically just the color. So Hyundai did not really change anything right here on the side. The window sills are going to be finished in flat black, which is good. The mirror is going to be finished in the same color as the SUV, and a lot of companies actually do cheap out and they make the mirrors finished in flat black. They're going to be a good amount of flat black right on top of the wheels, and in the bottom there is a good amount of flat black, but I'm glad that the bottom portion is not too thick, just like around the wheels. They're going to be a reflector in the front, one in the back, and I really like the design on the tailgate, that plastic piece right there. This one does not have a sunroof. Since this is the base trim, you have to go, I think, for the SEL trim with the convenience package to be able to get that sunroof. For the rims have a really nice look to them for a base trim. If you get the 21 SE Kona or 22 SE Kona, you're gonna get the same exact rims. So Hyundai did not change the rims on the 22 when they did the facelift. So if you get the 21 or you get the 22 Kona, you're gonna get the same exact rims on the SE trims. And the size of those rims, they are 205/60 16. So there's a good amount of rubber, and I'm glad that even on a base trim you do get a good look in rims. But let's go ahead and move to the back of this Kona, and I'll go ahead and show you the back of this 2022 Hyundai Kona. Here is the back of the Kona. Nothing really major changed here except the turn signal indicators, the reverse light, and the reflectors. So basically that housing, and they did change a little bit of the bottom of the bumper. As you guys see, there is a good amount of plastic right on top of the wheel, and the whole bumper is going to be finished in plastic. And this is the design that I was talking about when I was on the side. I think it does look good. Third brake light is going to be located up there. Everything is going to be halogen here in the back, so the brake lights, the reverse lights, turn signal indicators, everything is going to be halogen. Kona badge is going to be all the way to the left, and all-wheel drive badge is going to be all the way to the right. Hyundai badge is in the middle, of course. It does have a wiper here, and the bumper is going to be finished in plastic. And I really like the styling of the reflectors here in the back. I think they do look very good, and I really like this gray trim on the back of the bumper. I think it does look good. Here is the key. Has a really nice weight to it. It's a little bit on the bulky side. It does have Hyundai badge in the back, and it does have 3 buttons on it: lock, unlock, panic button, and it does have an actual key. So it does not have push to start, and it does not have smart entry. To open the tailgate, they're going to be only one way, and it's going to be a rubber button right next to the backup camera on the right of it. Of course, the tailgate is not going to be powered on this base trim. I don't think any Kona actually has powered tailgate. Coming inside, there is a good amount of space for a very small SUV. To the right, there's going to be this nice small cubby. On the left, there is nothing, but there's going to be a light. And of course, you could drop the seats down. And there is this privacy cover, so when you close the tailgate, it goes down with it, so no one could see what's inside of your Kona's trunk. And underneath, there's going to be the spare tire with the jack and the jack tools. Good amount of storage place around the spare tire, so that's good. Here is the front door panel. Everything is going to be finished in plastic. This top portion is plastic, but it does have a really nice, cool design to it. So it is like textured, and it does look good, but of course it is finished in plastic. Door handle is a little bit on the lighter side. There's going to be a tweeter right here. Window switches, mirror controls, everything looks alright. Nothing too fancy or special about them. There's no brushed aluminum or chrome on them. A nice deep handle slash cubby. This is plastic. This feels very cheap. And in the bottom, there's barely any space. A bottle holder and speaker in the bottom. I really wish the armrest was soft here, at least in the front. That would be really nice. And the seats are manual. For a base trim, I think that's fine, but for $24,000, I think the seats they should at least be powered, but I think that's not a big deal. The seats themselves are nice and comfortable, and design is okay, nothing too crazy. Even the color combination is okay. And let's go ahead and move inside this Kona, and I'll go and show you the interior of it. Alright, so here is the interior of this 2022 Hyundai Kona. As I said, the seats are nice and comfortable, and the interior actually looks very good. But as I said, there is a ton of plastic on the doors, and let me see if this is actually plastic. This is plastic. This is plastic. So literally everything in this Kona is finished in plastic. I know most of the cars, they have plastic, but this feels very cheap plastic. A lot of companies, they do put that synthetic rubber material up there, but on this Kona, everything is going to be finished in plastic. Very empty, hard plastic. And here is the steering wheel. It is finished in that synthetic rubber material. It's a little bit on the softer side. It's not wrapped in leather. I think you have to go for the SEL trim or the SEL convenience trim to be able to get the leather wrapped steering wheel. All the way to the left, they're going to be good amount of buttons. They're going to be the voice command, volume controls, and phone controls. Steering wheel design, I think it does look good. And all the way to the right, they're going to be this button right here that will control the screen in the middle. There is a ton of things you could scroll or go through, and the gauges look good. They're super simple, nothing too crazy, but they're very easy to understand. And it does have all the safety features. It does have basically the smart cruise, Hyundai safety feature, steering assist, and this button will turn on the all the safety features. All the way to the left, they're going to be the headlight controls with the turn signal controls, and to the right, they're going to be the wiper controls for the front and back. And since this is a base trim, does not have an engine start stop. All the way to the left, they're going to be 3 buttons: hill descent, traction control, and the brightness controls. Here is the screen. It's an 8-inch screen. It does look good. I prefer this one over the 21. And overall, I think the design looks good. Not a big fan of the thick plastic on the sides, but if those plastic weren't next to that screen, I think the screen would have looked very small, and it would have looked weird. So overall, I think it does look good. There's going to be a volume knob, a tune knob, and there are going to be some hard buttons right on the screen. AC vents look good. And here is the emergency light button. It does activate. It does turn on when the turn signal indicators are activated. And it does have a single zone climate control. There is no dual. And here is the fan speed. Here is the modes. Basically, it's a manual dial. there's you can't do it from the screen, and there is no buttons to change the modes, so you have to rotate this dial to be able to change the modes. Here is the temperature control, a few buttons in the bottom, and good amount of storage place, 2 USBs, and a 12 volt. And here is the shifter that will control the IVT, basically Hyundai's CVT. It's very similar. And here is the backup camera. Not the best resolution, but it is nice and wide. And here is the drive mode. And they're going to be an engine start stop for 2022, so this is brand new for 2022. When you come to a complete stop, the SUV will turn off to save some gas. And here is the lock button. This will lock the wheels, make them spin at the same time when you are stuck in mud or snow. 2 cup holders, good size. A handbrake, and the armrest is finished in that synthetic rubber material. And they're going to be an okay storage place inside. For the rear view mirror, it's almost frameless and it's not too big or too small. Up here, they're going to be some halogen lights, the sunglasses holder, and this switch will basically keep the lights off whenever the doors are open. You can put it in the center. This will make the lights turn on when the doors are open, and will turn the lights off when the doors are closed. Visor is finished in plastic. It does feel nice and solid. It's a little bit on the lighter side, and it does have a mirror, but there is no light. For the back door, it's all finished in plastic, just like the front. This is plastic, but does have that nice cool design to it. Plastic, even the armrest is plastic. Everything is plastic. Good amount of storage place, a speaker, and here is the window switch. Door handle feels a little bit on the lighter side, but nice and solid. But for 24,000 and all this plastic, I think that's not good. There's a lot of cars that are 24,000 and they do have a ton of nice soft materials here in the back, so definitely Hyundai cheaped out here in the back. Back seats are not too bad. Legroom is okay, headroom is good, and if you're really tall, then the back seat of the Kona is definitely not comfortable for you. 2 cup holders right here. This is a little bit on the harder side. And here is the front of this Hyundai Kona. I hope you guys enjoyed this review of this 2022 Hyundai Kona. I would like to thank Faraz and Key Hyundai in Milford, Connecticut for providing me this 2022 Kona. If you guys are interested and if you guys are around, make sure to come check them out. I'm going to go ahead and put the information and link in the bottom of this video. And if you guys would like to see more videos like this, please subscribe, and as always, I'll see you next time.